Psychopath President Donald Trump was babysitting Elon Musk's son in the Oval Office as Elon Musk held a press conference. You can see right there Elon Musk's son picking his nose. Donald Trump's face was totally orange, as if he painted it orange yesterday. Look at that. We took a look at the color palette. It was indeed completely orange. Look at the face here of King Abdullah II of Jordan. This was in an earlier meeting in the Oval Office yesterday, as Donald Trump talked about how the United States was simply going to take Gaza, not acquire it, make it into a pet real estate project of Donald Trump. And Trump was acting like King Abdullah was supportive of this, which would just completely destroy King Abdullah at home. So King Abdullah was kind of cowardly. He was like, oh, we have to discuss this and we have to have discussions, blah, blah, blah. And then he let his deputy prime minister say, nope, not happening. And then the leader of Egypt said, nope, not happening either. Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, did a great recap of yesterday. This is how he says it all went down. Trump sat silently while President Musk held court in the Oval Office, looking annoyed as Elon Musk's kid picked his nose. Meanwhile, Musk's allies pushed judicial impeachments or just not following judicial orders. Musk's allies also continue to try to destroy our government. Trump is furious at the low deportation numbers, and Trump's Gaza plan hits a roadblock. Let's take a look at what Donald Trump's been doing. It's temper tantrum after temper tantrum, but he's sending emails like this to his supporters. I subscribe to his emails, so you don't have to. You don't want to. This is some weird stuff. This is literally the email that he sent just now. Confidential request from Trump. Ben, I need your formal response before the end of the day. Democrats only listen to D-list celebrities, Hollywood elites, and liberal billionaires. I only need you to respond by midnight. Tell me you voted Trump. That's the whole email. There's no other part of this email. That's what he's sending to his supporters to grift more money off of them. Oh yes, the liberal billionaires and the D-list celebrities. Oh my gosh. So insane that this stuff may actually work to his base. Like, what in the world? As Democratic Senator Ed Markey explains, if you're wondering why Donald Trump and President Musk and J.D. Vance are attacking the judiciary, here's what's just taken place over the past few days. Donald Trump's birthright citizenship executive order, blocked. Federal funding cut off by Donald Trump, blocked. Illegal Fed resignation plan fake buyout, blocked. Access to Treasury's vital data systems for Elon Musk and his team of guys, 20-year-olds who have names like Mr. Big Balls on social media, blocked. Firing 2,000 U.S. aid workers, blocked. Drastic NIH grant cuts, blocked. Removing public health websites, blocked. Websites have to be restored. By the way, that was a Republican judge appointed by George W. Bush, federal judge John Bates, who ordered that the public health websites like the CDC, NIH, HHS, Food and Drug Administration, websites that people rely on to live, that those get put back online. Oh, and that pissed off MAGA. They want those websites that people need for resources. They want it shut down. Now, I'm sure you're probably saying, what, Ben? You're telling me that they want the HHS, NIH, Food and Drug Administration, they want these critical websites taken down so people die? No, they can't go that far. Let's take a look. This was what CBS reported. A judge orders the CDC, FDA, and HHS to restore web pages that were deleted by Musk and his Doge team to comply with Trump executive order. Senator Mike Lee, MAGA Republican, goes, these judges are waging an unprecedented assault on legitimate presidential authority, all the way down to dictating that what web pages the government has. This is absurd. To which Elon Musk, who, by the way, changed his name yesterday on social media to Harry Balls, the level of maturity that they have. He calls himself Harry Balls now. He goes, truly absurd. Judges as website editors, we should at least attempt to fire this junkie jurist. The notion of having a judge job for life, no matter how bad the judgments, is ridiculous. Enough is enough. And then he goes, judicial dictatorship is wrong. Harry Balls. Just so you're like, whoa, Ben, I thought you were getting a little weird there and just making up the Harry. No, that's what they are doing. By the way, Elon Musk held court in the Oval Office with his son as a prop to try to, I guess, make him look less evil. And Elon Musk was asked by the press, hey, you're getting a lot of things wrong. You're accusing a lot of people of false stuff. You lied, for example, and said that 50,000 condoms were being sent to Hamas in Gaza. That's false. Do you want to admit that it's false? To which Elon Musk responds, you know what, I'm going to say a lot of false things. I'm going to get a lot of things wrong, but you're just going to have to deal with it. Now, watch Elon Musk say this. Now watch Donald Trump as Elon Musk saying it. Here, play this clip.
Mr. Musk, you said on X that an example of the fraud that you have cited was $50 million of condoms was sent to Gaza. But after fact check this, it apparently Gaza in Mozambique, and the program was to protect them against HIV. So can you correct the statements? It wasn't sent to Hamas, actually. It was sent to Mozambique, which makes sense why condoms was sent there.
Yeah.
And how can we make sure that all the statements that you said were correct, so we can trust what you say?
Well, first of all, some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes. I'm not sure we should be sending $50 million worth of condoms to anywhere, frankly. I'm not sure that's something Americans would be really excited about.
It's mind-boggling stuff, by the way. Mark Elias, the lawyer, says the biggest story in the country right now is how many lawsuits the DOJ is losing trying to defend Musk and Trump. I've never seen so many courts so clearly outraged at the federal government. That's so true, and that deserves to get more attention. As I said at the outset of the video, you had King Abdullah looking like he's in so much pain in the face as he's sitting in the Oval Office, and Donald Trump is talking about conquering Gaza and just taking it and doing real estate projects. Trump was asked, under what authority do you have to seize people's sovereign territory? And Trump goes, under the U.S. authority. Play the clip.
States was something that we're going to talk about later to discuss all these options.
And Mr. President, take it under what authority? It is sovereign territory.
Under the U.S. authority.
Mr. President.
Here's Elon Musk saying, you're getting what you deserve, people. This is what the people wanted. They wanted us to talk about wars with Greenland and Canada and Panama and conquering Gaza. Isn't this what people wanted? To get rid of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB. That's utterly gutted now, the CFPB. They're moving on to the FDIC. They want to gut the FDIC and maybe move that to the Treasury Department. That's what they're talking about as well. Gutted the National Labor Relations Board, gutted the Department of Labor, gutting the Department of Education, gutting USAID. Just you name it, just firing all the FBI agents. That's what they're doing. Here's Musk saying, you get what you deserve. Play this clip.
The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people voted for major government reform, and that's what the people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for. And a lot of times, people that don't get what they voted for, but in this presidency, they are going to get what they voted for. And that's what democracy is all about.
Well, all of this is going on too. A lot of the Trump DOJ lawyers have had to file notices of correction with the federal courts because they gave false information to the court. So there was one notice of correction where they claimed that only future funding to USAID is being cut off, not already appropriated funding. That was false. They cut off the already appropriated funding. they had to admit to the federal judge, by the way, a Trump-appointed judge who ruled against Trump, Judge Carl Nichols, that they were lying. They had to issue another notice of correction about that guy, one of the 20-year-olds that Elon Musk had into the Treasury Department, who gained access to payment systems and things that he wasn't supposed to. They lied to the judge and said he didn't have that type of access. They said he was a special government employee when he was given a different designation going through the clearance checks, and your data was breached. By the way, a class action was filed by just regular people, I saw yesterday, against the federal government for the biggest data breach of your data. It's your data. Your Social Security, your medical records that apparently these Doge people have now. They just took your they took your stuff. They took your crap. They had random private people go in and just take your data, your info, your records. So a big class action has been filed there. Excited to report on that. Also, the USAID Inspector General just got fired in the past 48 hours. He got fired yesterday after he released a report critical of the impacts of the Trump administration's dismantling of the agency. So one of the things that this individual, Paul Martin, who I guess Trump forgot to fire during the first wave of inspector general fires. Remember that first wave where Trump fired 17 inspector generals? They forgot to fire the USAID inspector general because their corruption is matched by their incompetence. They probably meant to fire the guy, but they forgot to. So then he put out a report that detailed all of this food that's going to waste and getting destroyed, that was grown, that was paid for, that literally would cause hundreds of millions of dollars in waste by not just delivering the food that's ready to the people who are starving. So they talked about that also, that what Elon Musk and Donald Trump removed were any of the checks to make sure that the aid was not going to terrorists like Hamas and ISIS. So they got rid of that. So aid could be going to Hamas and ISIS. Donald Trump then fired the U.S. aid guy, Paul Martin. Meanwhile, the business community is getting livid at Donald Trump. People like Ken Griffin, the hedge fund billionaire who voted for Donald Trump, is now saying that Donald Trump's bombastic rhetoric threatening Canada and Mexico and saying he's going to tariff everybody every day is causing massive disruption to businesses. Oh, who would have thunk that Donald Trump, the worst businessman who bankrupted a ton of his businesses, would be disruptive to business? Donald Trump, the predator. Donald Trump, the felon. Donald Trump, the sexual assaulter. Who could have predicted this? I don't know. Raise your hand. Everybody could have predicted this. So that's where we're at. We'll keep you posted every step of the way. Stay strong. We fight back together. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Thanks for watching and have a good day.